Welcome to the Daily Shift. You heard that right. The Daily Shift. The show where we block out the noise and speak truth, train your mind, and help you become the absolute best version of yourself. Leo and Andrew are on their way. You're in the right place. And while you're here, take a breath. We're about to dive in. The show starts in 30 seconds. You ready? Take a deep breath in and breathe it out. Prepare for your shift.
Are live. Welcome to the Daily Live. This is Real Estate Live Wednesday, and I'm excited that you are here with us. As we jump in, I have 7 notes I want to give you, and today is a awesome day. Today is a day that we're getting ready for a entrepreneur event that Leo and I are hosting in San Diego this week. And so we're excited about that and a lot of projects running. But I wanted to hop on here and deliver some real estate value to you guys to keep you on the cutting edge of real estate investing and how you can make money now. How you can run in when some others are running out, whether you're in single family houses or developments or multi or whatever part of the country. You're going to take away some nuggets of how we're running our real estate investing business today. So hop in, take your pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. First off, the 7 keys to your first or next 6 figures in real estate investing. I want to point out before I actually dive in though, right now we are very heavy in the Midwest. Something that you should note is if you're buying properties for cash flow, there's still a lot of cash flowing assets available in the Midwest markets. All right. So when I talk about this value, yes, we buy in other states and several in our mastermind are buying in a lot of other states. And while cash flow in some areas has become very tough due to the interest rates, through creative financing, which we do a lot of, and through Midwest markets, it is still possible. Number 1 of 7 notes I'm going to briefly run over for you today. And my desire is, while we're not going to go extremely deep in today's discussion, is that you take away some notes and some bullet points that will help to really just level you up in real estate investing. So thanks for being on. Master creative deal structuring. That's number one. How do we master creative real estate structure? We learn to ask the seller questions. We do seller financing. We do subject to. We do lease options. We do wraparound mortgages. We do creating, turning the seller into our private lender. We do all sorts of strategies, but they all come down to asking a series of questions and seeing what the seller wants and needs. So if you can ask the seller the right questions, they will structure the deals for you. So how do you combine these structures? I remember first starting to learn the creative structures, and it was like, oh my gosh, like there's so many structures to learn. Oh, there's a debt, but then there's additional equity above the debt. I need to pay the seller over time. And how does all this work? It just comes down to realizing there's only two ways to buy houses, and that's either cash to the seller the day we close, they get paid, or we pay them later and we get the deed now. Now, I know there's contract for deed, bond for deed, whatever state you're in. I know there is lease option. I know there is using bank funding and hard money or private money, all of these different structures. We've done hundreds of deal structures. But it comes down to, is the seller getting paid the day you close, or is the seller willing to wait on their money? If they're willing to wait on their money and give us time, we can pay a better price. All right, so that's number one, master creative deal structuring. The money is made in how you structure the deal, not just the price. It's price or terms. We prefer terms. Now, of course, yes, we still pay cheap cash for houses. Quite often, we pay cash for houses below value, but terms are by far my favorite. Welcome in. Bill, so good to see you, brother. All right, today is Real Estate Wednesday. 7 keys to your first or next 6 figures in real estate. Number one, master creative deal structures. By the way, I want to shout out Carly. We'll have Carly Menino soon on the podcast on a Tuesday probably. She's a incredible Freedom Life family member, and she's here at the studio today. We done a half day. Sometimes some of our Freedom Life will ask to do a half day with us. And we have that available, open up a few of those spots from time to time. And when we do, we come. So we just got done for 4 hours in the beautiful backyard of the studio and building out her business. And her whole world is about to shift from those 4 hours. And I share that because you can make a whole lot more progress than you think you can in a lot less time than you think you can if you just take the right actions and surround yourself by the right people. So shout out to Carly for being on today. So good to see you. And I'm glad you guys are here with us. All right, number one, learn creative deal structures. Number 2, lead flow is life flow. Write it down, tattoo it on your forehead, do whatever you got to do. Creative deals are not just made, they are found by finding sellers who are willing to do creative structures. How do we find sellers who are willing to do creative structures? Now, there's a lot of ways to do that. Of course, I narrow it down to 2 because I like to simplify everything. The 2 ways we find leads or sellers who are willing to take payments is number 1, outbound calls. That's my least favorite way. That means we go find for sale by owners, or we find a list from PropStream or some data source, and you just dial them. You just start calling for sale by owners, Facebook Marketplace, wherever you want. Now, we still buy houses that way. So it's not a bad way. It is free or very low cost if you're buying lists. So it's a great way actually to do it, except when you're dialing, you're just dialing. You're just kind of spraying and praying and dialing and hoping that somebody will take payments. And there's a substantial number of deals that are found that way. So I'm not at all downing that. It works. And if you don't have a big lead budget, by all means, start this afternoon and go start dialing people and asking if they'll take payments for their house. The second way, and my most favorite way to do it, though, is to get people calling us. We get people calling us through mailings. We mail lists. We get and just say, I want to buy your house. We get people calling us through advertisements, through signs, through online ads, through our website, a lot of different sources. You can buy leads from sources like Property Lead Source and Need to Sell My, or Motivated Sellers. They just sold out, actually. So getting motivated sellers to call you is a way that you can shift the odds in your favor big time. All right? These creative deals are found, not made. So we just got to find people who are willing to take payments over time. Do it through outbound dialing by the hundreds or inbound dialing by the dozens. Number 3, moving right along today as we prepare, I want to give you this habit. Consistency is key. I thank every one of you for being here, and as we are rolling out this new flow on the show, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. So good to see you, Lori. Taminsa, good to see you. Bill, good to see you. And every one of you. Having just finished the 4 hours with Carly and giving her some pointers on how to greatly shift her business to make it more profitable and less stressful. Because ultimately, what good is this business if it stresses you out? What good is this business if it is sucking up your brain power and your life in a way that is making you not enjoy it? That's not why you got into this business. You got into this business to be able to live life more fully and give back and live your mission. And so think about it in that way. In fact, I challenge you, whatever business you're in, even if you're not in real estate, ask yourself, is the thing that I'm doing going to get me to where I want to go? And is there a different way to do it than I've been doing it? Because I guarantee you, every one of you on here, there's a different way to do it than you've been doing it. And you will have to make a change to get to your desired result. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you get the same result. So you're in the right place, and I'm glad you're here. Number 3, understand seller motivation. Why does the seller want to sell? You are in the problem-solving business. You're not in the real estate business. You're in the business of marketing, solving problems. And by doing that, you become part of the money business. You're learning to solve problems, and you get paid well for doing so. So understand the seller's motivations. Ask better questions. Most creative deals happen because you understand what the sellers need, and you offer them a solution that is creative, that solves their need. Maybe they need moving money. Maybe they need debt relief. Maybe they need to be rid of an inherited property. Maybe they need more money over time. But you learn what the actual need is, and you solve it for them. You can solve it, and it leaves you room for profit, and it leaves them room to get what they need, then everybody wins. All right, number 4, moving right along. Today will be a short episode. I just want to give you these writer-downers. I want to make this impactful and hard-hitting, and they're going to keep getting better by the week. Number 4, negotiate for terms, not just price. Ask, what's the least you'll take on price? Yes, but what's the least you'll take as a monthly payment? And usually we buy with nothing down. Ask the big 3. If you ask the big 3, it will inevitably open up conversations for you to be able to have conversations consistently about buying houses on payments. Number 5, moving along quickly. Yes, we do this on portfolios, by the way. You can do this on multifamily. You can do this in all sorts of real estate strategies. The creative financing basis that I am laying out today. This is how I bought hundreds and hundreds of houses. This is how we buy portfolios in creative structures. I could go into a whole list. Maybe I'll spreadsheet it one day soon as well, where I draw you out on some slides, some deal structures of portfolios and other things, because my objective is that you become a creative transaction genius and learn to start identifying opportunities and solving problems in a way that pays you your number every month that you desire to make. What's up, Marlon? Good to see you, brother. All right, number 5, rolling right along. Have multiple exit strategies. The best investors I know are the creative investors who have creative solutions, not only buy, but to sell. You can wholesale it. You can keep it. You can lease option it. You can fix and flip it. You can Airbnb it. You can sell it on terms. You can refinance it. You can midterm rental it. You can do many exit strategies. Long-term rent it if you want. Let a management company handle it. Section 8 it. It's up to you. Flexibility equals profitability. Okay? Number 6. I want to point out, it's so important in this real estate investing business that you view it as a business. If you treat it as a business and you consistently are talking to sellers, if you're, a higher level, you already have a team and you're doing these deals consistently meet with your team, consistently take actions that get you one step closer to your goal. I'm going to give you 3 takeaways here in just a moment as we're about to wrap up today. All right, number 6, focus on cash flow and not just equity. I said lead flow is life flow earlier. I'm telling you, if your deals don't have a spread where you get paid every month, they can begin to suck. Now, yes, I understand that we buy for equity. I understand we buy for appreciation and all of those things. But we have to make sure that they pay for themselves at least and hopefully make you a profit every month. Especially if you're going to do midterms or short terms and you're in the Midwest, that's still very possible in today's market. Number 7, build relationships. Relationship with lenders, relationships with lead companies, relationships with other investors. Build relationships. If you build these relationships, that's how deals get done. Most deals that I do come from a relationship. Now, yes, we still buy leads. We still call for sell by owners. We still do those things. But deals get funded. Our commercial properties, our developments, they get funded because of relationships. We bring in partners on deals because of relationships. People bring us deals because of relationships. So I'm going to give you 3 takeaways. If you're brand new, I challenge you, get on Facebook Marketplace or Zillow this afternoon and call and talk to 5 sellers. If you're experienced and you have a team, I challenge you to get on the phone with your team this afternoon and touch base with them and be interested. Ask them their goals and see how you can better serve them as the leader that you are. Number 3, if you're kind of between, you're still a one-man or a one-woman band, but you're doing some deals, I challenge you to ask yourself, if I had a team member who could help me, what could I hand off my plate to become more productive? All right? Those are the 3 takeaways I want you to have for today. We're going to be back tomorrow for Bible Study Thursday. Leo and myself are planning to be on. Assuming everything with the event planning is on track, we'll still both show up. Otherwise, it might just be one. But planning on both of us being here, digging into the Word tomorrow, talking about some more good things that we find. And then back on Friday, talking about weekend wealth and building the life and the business you dream of. All right. These are going to keep getting better as we get into this flow. I'm very excited you're here. Get ready, get ready, get ready. All right. I'll see some of you guys probably in person at the entrepreneur event, and the rest of you, I'll still see you tomorrow on the Bible study session. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.